never thought he's got the respect, but Durang Singh's got the hype. But now the Parna Singhs are taking over, and not everyone's happy. From fashion glow-ups to copy and paste hate. This isn't just style, it's a movement, and it's shaking things up.
I'm the one who's not happy about the Parna Singhs taking it with him.
I guess it kind of starts off with, there's been a big shift in the brown community and turpentine than usual. You know, we had like the Thicky Pug Singhs, had the Podcast Singhs, and they were the two main clashes, you know, fighting against each other like the fucking Avatar airbenders and waterbenders. But now the earthbenders are coming in.
So
the Adnas.
I want to say that it was never a fight, you know. The Podcast Singhs, Durag Singhs, were all just about the convenience and, you know, wanting to be bad boys. While we're still in touch with their Sikhi. Now the Parna Singhs have kind of come up. This is a new culture, a new sub-genre of Singhs. And, you know, you got the Parna Singhs with the trimmed bodies. And
there's different variations, you know?
It's a different group.
I feel like 2024 really was the year of the Parna Singh.
Yeah,
that's where it all started. That's when it really started popping off, you know? A lot of creators, a lot of TikTok Parna tutorials, a lot of IG feds, you know? But it didn't really all end up the best, to be honest. A lot of bad shit also came out of it.
You know, there's one guy who's kind of spearheading it, and, you know, like, it's crazy to say that this is the guy that's kind of putting on the young generation to the Parnas, and it's none other than Sukha.
And, like, honestly, I'm seeing these TikTok edits all over my page and shit, and I'm getting shocked. Like, this is insane. Like, well, what is this? What am I watching right now? And knowing him myself, like, I'm thinking, like, what the hell is this right now? And like, if you go to the comments, it's all like the shorties just like dying over him.
Yeah.
They're all going crazy right now.
Absolutely, man. And you know, it's such a shift, you know, overall. Like, you know, like when I was kind of growing up, I've talked about this a million times. I'm beating a dead horse. But like, Singhs were not in, you know, like there's a lot of guys that had to kind of climb through the ranks, you know, being in Canada. A lot of Apniya didn't want to date a Singh for whatever reason. And now the game's completely changed. You got guys like Parmvsthewrld. You got a lot of Singhs kind of coming up and who just really put on for the culture. And now Singhs are in. Singhs are it.
And a very interesting topic, I feel like, is I was in high school from the exact moment where it just started kind of getting cool. In grade 8, it wasn't cool. In grade 12, it was just starting to get cool. I'm not going to lie. It was looking kind of valid. Like, it was starting to get cool. Now, I'm 5 years out of high school, and I feel like being a Singh is cooler than anything. In high school, like, that's how I see, like, when I went to do the shows and shit, bro, there's like 50 fucking guys like this. When I was doing a show in Toronto at OPA, there's fucking like 60 suckas walking around there.
Oh, 100%, man. And I think, like, that is because we've, you know, arrived on the main stage in so many different ways. Whereas, like, the kids who may have felt pressure to cut their hair early on, they don't have that same thing anymore. They don't feel like they're at a place. They don't feel like it's as different. We're integrated into the culture, right? And we have role models who are cool, who are fucking killing the game. Or, you know,
have you yourself ever felt like you lost a girl because you're a Singh?
100%. Again, I'm in a completely different era. I graduated high school in 2009. I'm fucking old.
2020.
2009. So there's a completely different generational difference. That was definitely the thing. There was this one girl I actually was, you know, I was kind of swooning over, 15 at the time. And she didn't tell this to me, but she told this to like the rest of the evil brown crew. He's like, yeah, I would date Randy, except if he wasn't a Gandhi.
What?
Gandhi was used.
Holy shit.
You know, that cuts you deep. And a lot of girls over the years had to pay for that.
Holy shit.
You know, a lot of girls had to pay for that. You know, it's part of my therapy and becoming as a person.
What was it like being a Singh in the OG era before us? Just out of curiosity.
You know, honestly, it wasn't even that bad. Like, I still have had a bunch of Apna friends at that time. We still had like a sizable Punjabi community. It was kind of your own insecurities that were masking what your own shortcomings were. So you blamed it on being a Singh type of situation. But I was always kind of charismatic. So like I kind of was able to kind of pull it together. You know, you have the background Singh who, like, you know, the vagina doesn't have much confidence. He's still figuring his size out. He hasn't really hit those strides. And like 10 years later, some of them have it figured out. And 10 years later, some of them still remain background Singhs. They're not the main characters.
Yeah.
You know, in their own lives.
I feel like for me, when I got into grade 8, there is so little Singhs that we all stick together. Like, out of all the grades, we all hung out together, dead ass. Because there's so few of us. There was no Parna Singhs like that, bro. And I'll be honest, in my grade, I think there's like 3 or 4 pug guys. Actual pug guys. proper pug. Maybe more. A lot of podcast things, but very few pug things. You know, and like that's what's taking now. I don't really see many podcasts. I see more pugs than anything. And like it's really changed up. The glow up era really happened.
100%.
And it really changed everything. Like fashion, a lot of models wearing button and shit. I don't really see as many thicky bugs like the other style. I see a lot more button on the fashion like side.
I don't think that the key bug is ever gonna be superseded or anything.
Yeah,
I think, you know, okay, so it's basically like this now. The do-rag things have their own stamp on them. It's kind of like, you know, you guys are trying to be modern, but you're not. You know, you're at that thing, and like that's kind of like the general consensus. Whereas if you're at Parna thing, you're still, you know, like full Sikhi. But it's still a little bit more hip, you know what I mean?
And like they could, a lot of the Parna things wild, and if anything, bro.
Absolutely, Parna things are fucking. They're basically doing what the do-rag things were.
No.
But you guys got a little bit of extra, like stamp of approval from Sikhi.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're representing. The Parna it's you can play soccer in it, right?
Yeah.
You're still wearing a turban.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, if you're playing sports in the do-rag, you're not really wearing a pug at all.
Yeah,
It's not a pug.
yeah,
I say there's a puggy. So you're being a kid still, technically on the grand scale.
And people don't. I think now one thing is people get roasted for wearing a padka, but no one gets roasted for wearing a padna. I can say that
Absolutely.
because you can't get roasted with a padna. You get roasted with a padka, people will make fun of you, but not padna now.
Trust me, I take from the haters, I got plenty of fucking padka roasting, but
And like going off that, there's been a lot of hate saying y'all all look the same. Now I'm seeing that everywhere. Like I saw recently, there's a video that came out.
Yeah.
Someone at the club wearing a padna, right? And y'all are saying this is Sukana. This guy's getting thrown into the mix. And like, I'll be honest, when I saw it, I looked on the view. Is this him for a second? Like, this is what the hell, man? What's going on?
hey, Surka, man, I support shooter, right?
Okay, he says like,
Shooter.
Mama says, bro, keep hustling, bro, keep raising it up. I'm proud of you, man.
Fuck, she gave him the hand to the face, too.
Oh hell no! And why did it actually look like him? Why did it actually look like him?
He's got the same facial structure, right? He's kind of got the nose and like he's a tall guy. He's got the cheekbones and stuff. And Surka, you're a good-looking guy. Don't take this.
Glazing now, glazing Sukana.
I don't think Surka. But you know, you kind of do look like the same as this guy, and then you know how the internet is.
Internet went crazy. I've seen it all over TikTok. People are posting him. I'm like, this is looking more wild right now.
The thing is, like, okay, I don't understand the hate. Even if it was him, what's the hate? Oh, Surka likes girls. He's trying to fucking rizz up a shorty. Yeah,
If you walk your wrist, let him up.
yeah, you're gonna fall flat. Your face, fuck again. Shoot or shoot. You know, you put up the buckets.
He definitely is risen for what I know. God, I'm standing risen for what I know.
Yeah, the hand to the face is pretty bad. But
I mean, everyone's getting thrown in the mix saying they all look.
I wonder if that guy ever tries to claim that he's Surka. You know, he puts the cardies and
Oh. Bro, I've seen on TikTok at least 10 guys look exactly like Sukha. I'm like, bro, you come on. Like, we come with the beard and with the glasses, singing, lip syncing to his songs. I'm like, yo, we get it, man. Relax, man.
I think though, honestly, if you know, you got the fake Drakes out there, you know, Surka could rise to that level where like he's got the fake Surkas.
Yeah.
And like honestly, if that's gonna help you, you know, grab a shorty, why not?
Because he's making these things look cool. Well, on the other hand, there's people who are talking shit on these things, saying you should be doing this, you could be doing that. Like recently, Katapa beefed with Rocky like not too long ago.
She did 7 months ago, a year ago.
Yeah, she drops a video. Fucking man, watch this.
मैं अपनी जिंदगी दे विच कदे कोई ज्ञानी नहीं देखिया जेड़ा मेरे नाल इन्ना obsessed है ना like तू पग पांदा आ तू
Also, she got
जाके
that bottom layer teeth, shit's all fucked up, so you know that's some of the hate's going. I like Rocky though, you know,
You like it? You like your content?
I like her content. Why not? You know, she's pushing the envelope. Are her parents very happy? Probably not. That's just being real. But I like her content. She's kind of talking a little crazy about Gandhis, but again, great skin. Female empowerment. I love her. Why not?
तू पग पांदा आ तू जाके गुरुद्वारे जा तू जाके पाठ कर है ना तू तू मेनू अपने सिर दे ऊपर क्यों रखया आ
She's like, you're again, you go to pot, go to the Gurdwara. She's basically saying, get the fuck out of here, go to the Gurdwara.
See, this is the shit that created these like self-hates and this like fucking tough times as well. Like those are like those like low-hanging fruit jokes towards something you'd say to a thing to put him down. Does she hate all Gyanis? All Singhs?
Maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think
Probably.
she has ran the other way with their relationship and stuff and what she's doing. So she's pretty far from Sikhi. But maybe it's not for everyone.
Yeah, but she can't go. Yeah,
She can't be saying go to Gurdwara, you Gyani. But the beef between them is pretty hard too.
yeah.
So
I
I understand where she's coming from in terms of the anger. Now it's
you fucking dirty Jenny.
like, so I get where she's coming from in that situation, but it's a poor choice of words. But we've all made a poor choice of words, right?
Yeah,
We all made generalizations.
yeah.
ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਿਉਂ 24 ਘੰਟੇ ਸੋਚਦਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਆ ਕਿਉਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮੰਗਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਨਾ ਸੋਚ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਕੱਢ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ
Why did she record this in Punjabi? Number one. We're gonna roast the guy, just roast him in English.
She's basically getting into their beef, like, I don't want you and shit, get away from me, you fucking gonna go to the Gurdwara. Basically is what she's saying. And like, I'm like, that's what's, yeah, it really made the beef go from like what it was to even worse. I'm not gonna lie. You're bringing my Singhs into it now, you know?
Yeah, you're bringing other things. This is you're letting that door in where everyone's gonna be like, call you Gusty and shit like that. But again, Rocky, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your
No, please don't keep it.
Okay. Not my life. I don't give a shit.
And then next, then you got the Singhs talking shit to their own Singhs.
Yeah.
Where we had, I've never seen this guy anywhere. His name is Montage, or maybe
Dude, man.
he does a little bit of content or something, but literally he says some shit about, we're gonna, Joe, you can watch it, we'll break it down.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਮ 'ਚ ਮੈਂ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦਾ
ਬਹਾਨੇ ਨੇ bullshit you are pussy ਮੈਂ ਸੌਣਾ ਨਹਾਉਣਾ ਉੱਠਦਾ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਹੁੰਨਾ ਪੁੱਠਾ ਹੁੰਨਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਜੇ ਪੱਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਨਣੀ 10 ਲੜਾਂ ਵਾਲੀ ਘੱਟੋ ਘੱਟ ਪਰਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਬੰਨ ਹੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਪਰਨਾ ਟਿਊਟੋਰੀਅਲ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ ਪਰਨਾ ਟਿਊਟੋਰੀਅਲ ਬੰਨਣਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ 2 ਦਿਨ ਦੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਪਰਨਾ ਟਿਊਟੋਰੀਅਲ
Do you think he's stretching it right now?
Of course she's stretching it. It's like, okay, if you're doing all those things, wearing a pag, what else are you doing in the pag?
Oh. Are you doing some nasty business in the pub too, eh? So what about all that?
Yeah. So what about all that? Is that something you should be wearing a pag with?
But
yeah.
But my question is, Randy, do you do the nasty business with the Parna or the pug? Like if you were a son?
I think.
Or does it not make a difference? Because everyone does the nasty shit.
I've done them all. You know what I mean? I've done nothing. I've done pag. I've done patka. So
I feel like it doesn't make a
it
difference.
doesn't really make any sort.
Do you kind of feel more powerful sometimes with the Parna versus like not pug, or
Well, I mean, okay, so I never slammed with the button. I'll be honest with you on that one. No, with the pag, it's different because like usually you're coming back from like an event or something like that, and like you don't really want to get the pag too messed up, right? It's more a little bit like keeps everything contained, but you can kind of get
you walk in the pug like this, and you walk out on the side.
yeah.
So maybe for easeability in sports, maybe he has a point where you wear the Parna for that.
Well,
Or Patka, sorry.
Yeah, Parna and patka for the sports is definitely way easier because pags in general, like they could get knocked off. You're playing hockey, you're playing soccer, you're playing a game that's a little bit rough. It could get knocked off. And old kabaddi players, you might be seeing something about kabaddi soon. They used to wear your ramal, which looks even worse.
I don't know about slamming in the Ramal. I don't know the lady would feel about. I'm like looking at this guy, Matthias. I don't think he's ever been around a woman in his life, so I don't know if he knows what he's talking about.
No, I don't know what he's talking about there. But again, he makes a good point. That's fine. That's the pag wearing Singhs taking back the power from the fucking patka Singhs.
Exactly.
And as they should. Well, one thing I want to talk about a lot, like the students that wear like the pags and like they try roasting me on some of my videos. It's like, oh, tu pagni banda, you're a kid, this and that. These are the same guys I'll log into their profiles. These guys are wearing fucking baseball caps over the.
I hate the Patka.
Yeah, and these are like you're on vacation, so now it's cool. You can wear a baseball cap.
That's the worst, though. That's the worst. Patka with a hat on top is the worst. I won't wear that for a Halloween costume. I'm not just as that,
That one's still like, that was, it's a joke, right? And it's more like, you're making a joke of it. But like the full frontal cap, the guy's got the little patka, and he's still wearing his plaid shirt with like a fucking shitty vest. That's a personal matchup. I just see too many of these guys, Sam, and they try to give me shit. So I see you guys on vacation.
The world had mixed reactions about this, let me know what you guys think down below. Should the partner things keep rocking it? What's your impact on this? Until next time, we love you all, man.
Take care.